Hey y'all, this is Clay with Clay's Backyard Bees, and it's June 30th, last day of June, and I'm gonna take honey from frame number 4 and frame number 2. 8 days ago they were about 80% capped on one side, the other side was completely capped. So it's been 8 days, so I'm gonna take the honey out of those 2 frames there. Little access panel here for the key. Access panel for the honey. Look at that. Oh, it looks good. And here's the 3rd frame that I took out, and you can see they've got honey going back in it already. You got little ants running around here. So let's see. I'm gonna do frame 4, which is right here. If I can get it out. There we go. Oop. And it's got some honey licking in the bottom there. So we're going to do frame 4 and we're going to do frame number 2. And that's got a little bit of honey, not a whole lot. Alright, next I got to make some 1 pound bottles and 2 pound squeeze bottles with the flip top lids I'm going to be using to get this honey out of it. So take this little cap off right there on frame 4, and we'll take it out of frame 2, and we're going to do it one at a time. So slide the key in. I'm just going to slide it a little bit and we'll crack these open. Slide in a little more, we'll crack that open. We'll slide that a little more and crack it open some more until we get all the way to the front of the hive. And then we'll let her drain right on out into it. Still got my hive tilted back at an angle. So they're all the way open. I'll just let her drain on out. See, I guess I can get this one going too. I'm gonna do 2 at once. Get them flowing. So, as if you stick it all the way in like that and try to turn it, it's really tough to crack them open. So, I'm sliding it back and just doing like part of it away. And it's still pretty tough to get them open. And just stick it in more, turn them, stick it in more and turn them, stick it in more and turn them, until you get them all capped. Oh, I almost missed the bottle on that one. This one's just about ready to switch out. I'll switch it with a smaller bottle. And boom. Just like so. And the flip top lids have the seals in them. When you tighten them down, it seals on them. But right now we're just going to set it on there and just not going to tighten it too tight. I don't know how much I'm going to get doing it this way, but I'm going to see. I hope I don't get into a mess here. and they fill up about the same time. It's a race. Slow down. Come on, 1 pound. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Which one's gonna fill first? Quicker. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a close. Oh, shoot. Shoot. That one slowed down a little, maybe. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be quick. Slow down a little more. Boom. Okay, there's that one. Now I gotta get this one. Oh, that was so close. Look at that. Well, that was close. That one's got a little more than 1 pound in it. Just a little more. That was close. Almost had a big mess. Okay, so that's frame 4, and this is frame 2. Let's see, I think I got the wrong. Grab the wrong lid, yeah. Set that on there. Look at that. Got honey on the outside of the bottle. I don't know what that is. Buzzing around. Not sure what that is. Not a bee. Or 3 pounds off of each one. So this one's probably going to make 4 pounds. It's going to have to run out a little bit. Yeah, while that's running out, I'm going to open this side panel and I'm going to show y'all what they got going on here. If you remember from last week, I moved that frame over and they just had half of it had honey in it, and now then you can see that that's the half that had the honey in it, and it was empty up front, and now they got it. They got honey all the way to the front now, and that's the frame that I moved over from one spot. Let's take a look at the other side and see what it does. I'm holding the camera in one hand and opening these up with the other, but my little blue hive, you can see I got new bees orienting to the hive right there. Those are new bees that hatched out and they're orienting to the hive before they go out and forage, so they know where to come back to. But here's the other side. So this one here, they just had this like one little spot back here at the back. I didn't move this one off the edge. They just had this one spot right there that had honey in it. And now if you look, they got honey in just about every cell. So they're still bringing in honey, still bringing in nectar. So I was a little worried about them on these outside frames. They wasn't really doing nothing with them, but as you can see, they're working them. And so, yeah, that's, you're gonna get 4 pounds out of the 4th frame and maybe 2.5 pounds out of the other one, the 2 frame. But that's the one that had a section that didn't have any honey in it, where the outside sections on both sides were just about capped last week, 8 days ago. And so now then it's got it opened up and draining the honey out. Let's set the camera down over before that bottle there gets filled up. Alright, got it recording again. Another bottle out and ready to go. Look, my bees are ready for the 4th of July. They're flying their American flag. 4th of July coming up. Got some ants going around there to get some cinnamon to sprinkle up there and maybe keep them run out. Girls are still bringing in pollen. I was out looking this morning and I seen pollen on their legs this morning, and so they're still bringing in pollen, nectar. I did set some pollen out for them to try to dry feed, but pollen substitute, and they're not even touching it. So they're still finding their own pollen, and they will. If they're got a pollen source out there, they'll use that and not the substitute. So yeah, this one slowed down to just a drip. This one here is almost full. I'm fixing to change it out and let it run into this one and just let them drip then. All right. That's it. Other than just them dripping. So I got 4 pounds out of frame 4, and it looks like it's going to be a little over 2 pounds, or a little over 3 pounds. That's a 2 pound jar. That's a 1 pound jar. So a little over 3 pounds out of frame number 2. My next frame that I'll be extracting from will be 5, which still has quite a bit to go on it. So it'll probably be maybe next week I might be able to get some off frame 5, and then we'll see how they're doing on that end frame now that they've got it filled up. I mean, it wasn't filled up and they filled it up this week, so they've got to cap it, see how they do. See what kind of weather we get. We've been having some crazy weather. So, but that's all I got for you. And let's see if that's still drifting up in there. Yeah, it's still dripping, very little. I think I'll close them up. You just got to slide it out, put it on top of that part, and turn it. And then that opens them back up to where they're normal. It's actually closed. They're actually in the closed position there. And the bees can get in there and work on them and get them filled back up. They'll pull the cappings off and then work on putting more honey back in them. This one I'm going to leave open for a little while. I'll come back out a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to get the honey out of those 2 frames and let y'all see it. So that's all I got for you for today. I'll be seeing you. Oh, before I go, if you notice behind me, I added a second super. They had that super that I had on there last week. They had it full, so I put another empty super, drawn comb. All 8 frames are drawn out comb, and it's just empty. So I put I put that on there Friday when I got home from work, because I had to work Saturday yesterday. And then there was rainstorms yesterday, and so I got that done Friday and gave them more room, and they seem like they're real happy with it. So maybe next weekend I might be getting some more honey off the top 8. So we'll see how it goes. But that's all I got for you, and we'll be seeing you. Okay, well, that's not all I got for you. I noticed whenever I was getting the honey out of there that between the frames there was a little bit of honey that was running down, that wasn't going like down the center and flowing out through the tube. It was actually like running down the outside of the frame, and I don't know if both of them were doing it. I noticed it on frame 2, but I don't remember seeing it on frame 4. But after I got everything picked up out there and everything, I decided I would go back out and just to check my my tray on my spring bottom board. I pulled my tray out that had the diatomaceous earth in it, and this video that's coming up here will be what I found. So yeah, let me play that video for you. So yeah, look at all that honey that's in there. So so you can see that I'm losing honey somewhere when those frames open. I guess the next frame that comes due, that's ready to go, which should be frame 5. I think I'm going to pull it out of the hive and do it out of the hive so I can see what's happening, why that honey is running down inside the hive there. So I'm sure that there's honey on supers all the way down. I'm hoping that it's ran down the back wall. I'm not sure. Not sure what it did, but not happy with that right now. We'll have to, like I said, take one out, crack it open, and see what happens that way. But anyway, I just found that out. Wanted to share that bit of information for anybody else that has this type of hive, which is a happy buy easy frame flow hive. Bought it off of Amazon. So great concept. Something's not quite right. If you have this type of hive and everything, have you experienced something like this with it, getting honey out of it? This is my first year beekeeping. This is my first time using this type of hive. First time I've actually seen this, where the honey's like running down between the frames instead of coming out down through the center and out the tube. So yeah, if you've seen it, if you know, experienced it, what do you do to fix it? Like I said, I think my next frame that's going to be ready to go on this hive is going to be frame number 5, and I think I'm going to pull it out of the hive and set it up on top of the hive so I can kind of see what's going on when I do it. Don't know what kind of fiasco that's going to cause, but we're going to try it out and see, just to kind of look at it. So yeah, if you've experienced, you know, just leave a comment below, and you know, what you found that fixed it, or if you found a fix for it, or maybe it's just a flaw with this happy buy hive I got from Amazon. So I'm not sure. But that's all I got for you. I'll be seeing you.